Vallartans, good morning Canadians, good morning Americans, or wherever you might be in the world. And obviously you're thinking about Puerto Vallarta or you wouldn't be here. And question is, who will be here? We keep changing the time on the show. I'm sorry about that. It can't be avoided. Sly was here bright and early, but I see you, John, with Crocs and palms and sun. Good morning, everybody. And we'll talk in just in a minute about what's going on with the time on this show, why, and if you've been around a while, you kind of know we're a little bit variable right now. So we'll give everybody a little time to figure out where we are and that we're on, but it is 9:01 in the morning, Puerto Vallarta time on a lovely July 14th. Thank you, Chandra. I appreciate you liking the new time. Me too. I feel like 10 was a little too late. 8:30 was a little too early. So as long as, good morning. Thank you, Laura. I see you with that happy birthday cupcake thing. Uh-oh, cat's out of the bag. Oh, all right. So good morning, Karen. Good to see ya. So yeah, I'm going to give everybody just a little extra time this morning before we jump into the news. And yes, that is true. It is my birthday, also known in France as Bastille Day. Thanks for the fireworks every year, guys. I really appreciate you, friends. And the whole Eiffel Tower with the fireworks behind it for me is really amazing. Oh, I joke. All right, what are we going to talk about this morning? Yes, if you've been around just for a last few weeks, you know there's a construction project going on upstairs, and that's all good and fine. It won't be forever, but I was doing 8:30 to get ahead of that, and now I'm hoping that they've gotten through the loudest parts. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that. And possibly now I can start at 9 and go till 9:20 and leave it at 9. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Man, you guys are amazing today. Do I have a thank you? I'll just say nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. Gracias, Sly. Oh, good. Oh, that's good. It didn't translate you, but that's nice. Thank you, Sly. All right. So again, I'm going to shoot for 9 a.m. Put it in your calendars. Watch your notifications. Be sure you've got that. 9 a.m. for as long as we can do it. I'm hoping this will be the solid time. I know moving around isn't great. Also, I've been offline quite a bit over the last day and a WhatsApp nightmare. Hey, thank you, Kimberly Rain. I appreciate that. And good morning to you. Oh my gosh, if you ever get locked out of WhatsApp for whatever reason, oh my gosh, it is not easy in Mexico. Like, contact me immediately because I went through 13 hours of fighting with WhatsApp to get back online again. And WhatsApp's kind of important. I mean, I find it my primary mode of communication for the show, for CBS News. Yesterday, I was completely locked out and just showed up at the studio. I didn't have anything. So if you're in Mexico and you've got, like, say, a 1-year plan with like AT&T, that's what I have. We'll say for AT&T, and you get locked out, it's a little tricky because it seems that WhatsApp has a really hard time sending an SMS to a Mexican number. But I will tell you, there is an option to get a phone call. And why that may even sound more kludgy if you can't even get an SMS. Thank you, Lilia. Actually, the phone call works, but with a slight caveat. So when WhatsApp's automated robot calls you and it says, press 9 to get your code, you've got to literally go, and just hold that 9 for as long as you can possibly hold it, and it might actually go through. Because WhatsApp is weird, because every single time it doesn't send you an SMS or you don't get the phone call correctly, it puts you on a timeout for anywhere from an hour all the way to like 7 hours before you can try again. Oh, it was horrible. So whatever, I'm finally back in last night by utilizing the phone call. If you ever get kicked out of WhatsApp and you can't get back in, hit me up. I'll help you out with some tips. All right, we gave everybody a little bit of extra time this morning to get on. I know the 9 a.m. is a little bit different, but hopefully you guys like it. You know, if you like the 9 a.m. time slot, I've already seen one person say they like it. Put it in the comments. Let's hear about it. All right, if you don't, I don't know, too bad. I don't know where else I'm going to do the show, but so far, no noise upstairs. That's the good news. All right, let's have a sip of coffee before we go too far. Let's do it. You know what time for? July 14th.
Coffee time on PVRN. Hey, clink those cups, let's wake again. Sip the truth with a little grin. Coffee time, let the news roll in. Steams up.
All right, there we go. That's a little extra dancing on my birthday. I hope you enjoyed that and your eyes are not bleeding. All right, let's have a look outside really quick. We usually do this. Thank you, Laura. Oh my gosh, look at all the cupcakes on the screen. Thank you. Coffee and birthday cakes. That's a look outside. That was about 8 o'clock this morning. Another beautiful, mostly clear day in Puerto Vallarta. It's lovely outside, but it's also time for the news. So let's get serious for a minute. Okay. So yesterday, you heard a lot about this on social media. Let me give you the details. The story kind of broke a little bit after I'd already put the show together for the morning, or we would have covered it. I did cover it on TV last night as well. But if you didn't see that, the Jalisco State Civil Protection Municipal Police Forces and emergency rescue personnel from Bahia de Banderas mobilized yesterday to execute a high-profile security, keyword here, training exercise at the main highway entrances to Puerto Vallarta. The slightly unexpected operation was launched with less than 3 hours of public notice, causing an immediate concern among local motorists who observed heavy deployments of police cruisers and emergency vehicles blocking key transport corridors. Police safety officials stressed that the entire operation was strictly a defensive training simulation designed to test institutional response times and cross-border coordination between Jalisco and the Nayarit agencies, and authorities issued an official directive urging residents to remain calm, avoid spreading unverified rumors on social networks, which I'm a big advocate of, and definitely recognize that these exercises are routine measures lost my place. Our routine measures. There we go. To ensure regional operational readiness. Thank you to my folks over at Tribuna de Bahia for that story. I appreciate it. And that's our first story of the day. Moving on, our municipal water agency, CEPAL Vallarta, has initiated a slow network recovery process following extensive infrastructure reallocations linked to the ongoing Puerto Vallarta to Las Vegas highway construction project. We've talked about this a lot if you watch the show often. The strategic technical work required engineers to physically isolate and relocate the primary water main feeding the San Francisco storage tank, which effectively severed regular tap service to a large sector of the local population. The utility did confirm that technical teams completed the structural pipeline connections early in the day, allowing water to begin flowing back into the primary distribution network. While service is actually returning to roughly 68 neighborhoods in the upper Pitial region, full stabilization of the pressure will take multiple days, prompting CEPAL administrators to issue strict mandates for water conservation across all residential districts. They look like they're working hard down there. Every time I show photos of these guys, I'm like, man, that's a tough job. CEPAL workers, I know you guys get, the company gets a lot of bad raps and a lot of bad press, and you guys are doing your best, but I give you workers a commendation. You guys always look like you're crushing it out there. Thank you to Guadalupe Cruz for that story over, of course, at Tribuna de la Bahia. All right, let's have a cup of coffee really quick. Let's have a cheers. Let's do it. Get your cups, and boom. 9 a.m. is a much more appropriate coffee time. All right. Moving forward, we've got weather coming in, y'all. So let's take a look and see what we got. There it is. So a developing low pressure system in the Pacific Ocean is being monitored closely as it shows signs of tropical formation. If it strengthens into a tropical storm, it will be named Elida, E-L-I-D-A. Hola, Elida. Meteorological tracking shows the system is currently moving west-northwest, tracking parallel to the Mexican coastline rather than heading directly towards the shoreline. Because of this parallel path, there is no official landfall forecast projected at this time. But do keep in mind, last time we had a Category 4 out at sea, I think that was 2 years ago. It was going parallel and it completely turned straight into Puerto Vallarta. Super unexpected. So always be aware. They're not forecasting that for this one, but it's always possible. The disturbance is centered at about 959 kilometers off of Tecpan de Gallena, Guerrero. We know where Guerrero is, down by Acapulco. It currently holds a 60% chance of tropical development over the next 48 hours and a 90% chance over the next 7 days. While a direct landfall, again, is not predicted, The system will still bring adverse weather to the region. Moisture from the outer bands is producing heavy rains across several coastal states. Additionally, dangerous surf conditions and with waves reaching 2 to 3 meters are expected along the coast of Jalisco, Colima, and Michoacan. So if you're getting out there on your surfboard, your paddleboard, wherever you may be aware, watch the flags, watch for reds, watch for purples. Those are the flags that you should not be going in. And if you watch the show enough, you know red flag means dangerous waves. Don't get in the water. Always trying to keep our viewers alive and doing well. And the purple flag is dangerous sea life. You got to watch out for that. Maybe a croc was spotted or lots of jellyfish. Okay, moving on from the flag lesson. Forecasters are also keeping an eye on 2 other areas of the Pacific. A distant low pressure system located more than 2,200 kilometers southwest of Punta Eugenia, Baja California Sur, carries a low 10% chance of development and remains no threat to land at this time. Meanwhile, a separate low-pressure zone is expected to form south of the coast of Jalisco, Colima, Michoacan, and Guerrero, with a 50% of tropical development over the next 7 days. That is probably way more data than you want, but in typical Mexican newscast fashion, you get all the numbers, all the details, and believe it or not, I edit out a ton of that, both on the evening news and here. You'd be amazed at how many times I got to pull out names and numbers and places because it gets pretty detailed here. So hopefully you followed along and you know that on the ticker I make every single day, you get the weather report locally, you get the highs and you get the lows right on cue, as well as an airport forecast and even the exchange rates, wherever you may be, as long as you're in Canada, the USA, or Mexico. Or maybe I might have the euro in there too. So there you go, Europe. You're welcome. All right. Another story I saw just this morning. It's an interesting development down there in the romantic zone because the Vallarta Gay Plus Community Center is set to undergo a major expansion in downtown Puerto Vallarta. The nonprofit organization officially signed a lease to take over an adjacent commercial space at Morelos 101, which previously housed the gay male strip club Anthropology nightclub. Board President Matt Karimi announced the real estate move just yesterday on July 13th. This is fresh news. So there you go. Hey, I see a good morning coming in. Good morning. I know it translated your buenos dias. I don't know why it does that, but I know you said it in Spanish. So good morning. All right, back to the story. The expansion will double the physical footprint of the community center, growing the facility from 2,000 square feet all the way up to 4,000 square feet. This added square footage will allow the organization to scale up its local programming. Plans for the new space include offering more free classes, expanding support groups, creating additional counseling areas, and broadening local HIV prevention services to provide more safe spaces where members of the community can find connection, acceptance, and hope. Thanks again to the Vallarta Gay Plus Community Center who released that, Matt Karimi. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. All right. Oh, man, we're only at 13 and a half minutes. Let's have some coffee. I think I read a lot today, or possibly it's another no news is good news kind of day. We didn't have a lot of bad news today, which I really enjoy. All right. If you're new to the show, be sure you take a minute. I don't know if Ali, I don't know if you're new to the show or not, but if you are, subscribe. Please hit the little bell down here in the corner. And then be sure to hit notifications all. I know our repeat visitors are sick of hearing this by now, but if you're new, oh yeah, thank you so much. Oh, moving here in a few weeks. Welcome. That's amazing. I love that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you an effect. I don't use them that often, but I'm going to give you a cheers. Yes. Thank you, John. Welcome to the show for your first time as well. So hopefully you hit the subscribe button and do that. Glad to have you here. This is a great place to get real news and have a little fun at the same time. And please don't forget, there's one thing I really love, and it's viewer mail. Thank you so much. I've gotten quite a bit lately, so thank you so much for that. If you have something you want to share, and if you have anything that you want to talk about or something you want to shout out to, I will try to do that for you. Just hit me up at pvrnmx@gmail.com. And I will always respond to you, even if it takes a day. I'm still going to get back to you. I read, I open, and I digest and respond to all viewer mail. Great to have everybody here this morning. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter show, I think. So again, thank you again for the birthday wishes. Thank you for finding me at 9 a.m. We're going to hold to this time. I do. Yes, I love viewer mail. I absolutely do. Thank you, Laura. There's for to you. I appreciate it. So that's it for the show today. We're going to get you out a little bit early. Again, thanks for the birthday wishes. Thanks for joining in. Please tell your friends and family about this show. Tell them it's at 9 a.m. local PV time. And hopefully we can join each other Monday through Friday every week coming up. Love it. It's time to appreciate not only the people that provide these stories, but as well as our sponsors. So with that, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thanks for cupcakes all over the screen. This is the biggest outro I've ever had on this show. Have a good one. It is my birthday, and thank you so much. See y'all tomorrow when it's birthday plus one, moving towards my next birthday. Oh, bye, everybody.